solve the equation by factoring. We have this equation, and we need to get all the terms on one side of the equal sign to start out. So we're going to add 2x to both sides. And we'll get 10x squared plus 3x minus 10 is equal to 8. Now we need to subtract 8 from both sides. So we get 10x squared minus 3x minus 18 is equal to 0. Right. Now that we're here, we're looking to see if we can factor out any of the coefficients, and we cannot, because 3 cannot divide into 10. 3 divides into 3, 3 divides into 18, but 3 does not divide into 10. Right? So we need to leave it the way it is. And so we're going to start with our x here, and our a times c is going to go at the top, so it's negative 180, and our b of negative 3 is going to go here in the bottom box. So what two numbers multiply to negative 180 and add up to 3 is the question. So we have 9 times 20, that's not going to work out. We have 18 times 10, they do not add up to 3. So I guess we need to write out the factors of 180. Right? So 180 divided by 2 is 90. Divided by 2 is 45. Divided by 5 is 8. No, is 9. Divided by 3 is 3. So we have, these are the factors of 180, right? 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 3 is 60. And 60 times 3 is 180. So now, what two factors? It's going to be a combination of these. So what can we figure out here? It's going to be, maybe it's 3 times 5, so 15 times the rest of the terms. So 3 times 5 times 3 times 2 times 2. So 4 times 12. So 15 and 12. Yeah, that sounds good. So we'll have 15 times 12. 15 times 12 multiplied to 180, and they add up to negative 3. Right. So we're taking these two to make 15, and then we're taking these 3 to get our 12, right? So 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. And you multiply 15 times 12 and you get 180. So here we have a coefficient that is not 0, so we need to put our 10x over here. I'm sorry, our 10x over here, and then we figure out what the denominator is on both of these, right? So we have 15 and 12. So 15 is going to go as the denominator of one of them, and 12 is going to go as the denominator of the other factor. And now, which one needs to be negative? Well, 15 needs to be negative, because negative 15 plus 12 is negative 3. And then we multiply them together, it becomes negative 180. Now we need to reduce our fractions. So our greatest common factor here is 5, so it'd be 2x over negative 3. Our greatest common factor here would be 2, so this is going to reduce to 5x over 6. So now that we have our factors, we can write down our answer. It's going to be 2x minus 3, the numerator minus the denominator, times the numerator plus the denominator, right, is equal to 0. Alright, but we're asked to solve the equations by factoring, so now we need to apply the zero product property, where we're going to set the first factor equal to 0, and we're going to set the second factor equal to 0. Let's do that over here. 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, and we have 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So we'll add 3 to both sides, and we'll get 2x is equal to 3. Divide by 2 on both sides, we get x is equal to 3 over 2. And then we could say or, and here we're going to subtract 6 on both sides, and we'll get 5x is equal to negative 6. Divide by 5 on both sides, we'll get x is equal to negative 6 over 5. So we have this answer or that answer. I'm going to write 3 over 2, comma, negative 6 over 5. All right. So those are our answers there.